Hey guys, it's your girl AP and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time ever coming to my channel, you're gonna have to stop right there, like and subscribe to my channel. That's number one, okay? Number two is just get ready to have fun and it's tutorial time, okay? So most of my popular videos are sublimation videos. Like I did this hoodie in the last video I posted. This hoodie's from Five Below. So if you're getting into sublimation and you're looking for cheap, sublimation blanks, check out Five Below. That's just what I gotta say. This was $5 and I did another white hoodie, which was $5. So that's first start there for cheap sublimation blanks. Go to Five Below. The next, on my other sublimation videos, there's been a lot of comments about sublimating phone cases, okay? And those are my most popular sublimation videos. And I have tons of comments and questions, but life happens, guys. So, don't mind the sirens, guys. I live in New York, if you can hear them. But anyway, so these are the cases that we're going to be sublimating today, okay? So I got these cases from Amazon, okay? And I had so many questions. You sublimate the plastic? No, of course not. I can't sublimate the plastic. It'll melt under my heat press, So what comes with it is a metal plate, okay? Which, you sublimate the metal plate. And then it's like this sticker right here that says crown. You guys can see that? It's a sticky adhesive, like super sticky. So once, you finish sublimating and this is cooled off because this gets really hot, you want to lay it and stick it, bam, and there go your phone case, okay? Something else we need to know about sublimating phone cases is, I had tons of people in the comments saying, I sublimated and it didn't come out right, and I'm like, listen, before you get ready to sublimate that case, you have to pull back. It's really naked to the eye, okay? You have to know. You have to pull back this clear, you see this, guys? This super transparent film that's on top of the blank you're gonna be sublimating, okay? Very important tip, okay? I've messed up tons, you see the glare now? I messed up tons and tons of cases just forgetting to take off the plastic film because it's really naked to the eye. You know what I mean? Like you really can't see it. All right, so that's phone cases. Like I said, I'll link them below, the phone cases, and I ordered them from Amazon, okay? So, and they sub really well. All right, next you're gonna need an image. Now here's a bunch of comments I got in my phone sublimation video is, can you sub with regular copy paper? Well, I don't know, guys. I've never subbed with regular copy paper, but that all ends today in this video live. So if it messes up, okay, I did this for y'all, okay? But I'm gonna try it. So I've already printed a cute little Louis Vuitton image, that I'm just going to see how it works. I've seen people, other crafters, sublimate with regular copy paper. I've seen people in plenty of craft Facebook groups say they use regular copy paper. I'm just a sublimation paper girl, but at the moment I'm waiting for my sublimation paper to come in the mail. So I was like, why not test the hack and see if you can sublimate with regular copy paper, okay? This is some regular Epson copy paper that I use for my HP paper that I use for my HP printer, okay? So regular copy paper, people, nothing special to that. You're gonna need your heat tape to take down the image to the actual plate, which we'll walk through. And then heat press, okay? And another question I got is ink and printer. So I'm using an Epson 7720, okay? It's not a traditional sublimation printer, guys, okay? But they say eco tanks are way friendlier. So I don't have one. I had to go where my pockets was able to get, and the Epson was the cheapest of the sublimation printer. So that's just what I went for. But they say the eco tanks are very, very affordable and easier to fill with the ink, because this whole thing about conversion, I don't think it's really a conversion. It's just you do have to manually put the ink in, the sublimation ink. It cannot be regular ink. That was another comment. You cannot use regular ink for this. You need sublimation ink and a sublimation printer, okay? The sublimation ink of choice that I prefer is Cosmos ink. And if you watch any of my sublimation videos, you can hear how much I talk about their ink. Their sublimation ink is amazing, as you can see, okay? Their sublimation ink, amazing. I made this hoodie with this in my 5 Below video, okay? With sublimation paper and sublimation ink. So we're gonna actually compare the images once we press it onto the blank and see if the colors pop like it does with sublimation paper, okay? It is still sublimation ink, but we're just not using sublimation paper today. Next is your heat press. Like I said, I'm working with a smaller heat press, but a smaller heat press is perfect for this project. I'm using a 12 by 12 swing heat press. Let me see if I can get a little better view of it, okay? I'm using a 12 by 12 heat press. You know, it heats up right here. Yeah, and we're gonna heat this at 400 degrees, and we're gonna press for 1 minute, okay? And sometimes I let it sit extra 5 to 10 seconds, but that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna get ready and get this blank ready, set up the heat press, and let's get started. All right, we're back, and we got our heat press heating up. Like I said, we're gonna press it at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, all right? What I'm doing now is I'm just cutting out my image to get ready and tape it down. I'm gonna adjust the camera so you guys can just see. Hey, okay. All right, so like I said, I'm just getting the image ready. Nothing fancy here, guys. Nothing fancy here. Just setting it up, cutting off this extra paper that we don't need. Oh, something I did forget to mention, you will need something to cover the image, but we'll get into that. Like some kind of Teflon sheet or butcher paper. Butcher paper is really good for it. All right, so this is how I take mine down. I take my blank and I put it face down. And it's better to have more paper than not enough paper, trust me. It's been plenty of times I was making phone cases and I'm like, darn, I printed it too small. So now I overprint, especially if it's an all over print like this. Now, if it's something that you have to measure, get your measuring tape out. Now, I chose something very simple for this video purpose. But if you would like a design process tutorial on how I get my images and what platform I use for designing, which I have said in the past, which is just Silhouette Studio, the free version. Sometimes Cricut Design Space, sometimes because, you know, Cricut, you can't really print larger images. And with sublimation, you know, most of the time we're printing larger images, you know? So now I'm just trimming. Like I said, I'm just trimming. And I like to trim once my plate is, once it's really taped down, you know what I mean? So nothing special, trimming. And that's it. Now, once you've trimmed it, when you press plate down, okay? So trim, plate down, and now we just gotta wait for our heat press to get hot. Press this thing, and I'm gonna show you how it looks. Be right back. All right, so I spoke about covering your image, you're blanking your image before pressing, and I'm just using parchment paper. Like, you know, parchment paper used for baking. It's the Wilton brand. I got it from Michael's. It's up to 400 degrees heat resist, 450 degrees heat resistant, so it's perfect for, you know, pressing stuff. So I'm just gonna break off a piece, cover your image. And if you wanna be extra and tape your image this down so you could, but there's no need for that because the heat press is gonna get it, okay? All right, is my lighting bad? I feel like something's off. Okay, anyway, let's get it, all right? So like I told y'all, my heat press is heating up. We're almost at 400 degrees. I'm gonna press it for 60 seconds. Remember, you press it for 60 seconds. If you feel like you wanna leave it an extra 10 seconds or 20 seconds, not 20, let me stop pushing it. Extra 10, guys, that's great. Now, like I said, this is regular copy paper. So we're not sure if the colors are indeed going to pop on this blank. It's my first time ever doing it in this tutorial for you guys, okay? If you have any more questions about sublimation, or if you would like me to give specific sublimation tutorials, drop it down in the comments, y'all. I got y'all. I really do got y'all. And I've been going for a while, but I'm back with the jump off. Hey, not for real though. But like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to be back to show you the finishing touches. Stay tuned, because it's hot. I feel it. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So my heat press just timer went off. I let it sit for an extra 10, like I always said I do. So I'm just going to swing this around. Please be very careful because the blank will be very hot. And all I'm going to say is I can already tell that the ink from the sublimation ink took well being on regular copy paper, guys. I can already see it. If you're new to sublimation, you see, that's why I use old pillowcases. This ink already came off of my pillowcase, so that's how I knew. But let's see how well it did on the blank. Now, please forgive me because this is going to be really hot, so I'm just going to use something to help me get it up. Okay, because this thing is hot. And like I said, of course, it's going to be hot. It's metal. But what do y'all think it did? I wish I can talk to y'all. Like, what do y'all think it did? Do y'all think it came out pretty? Do you think it came out dull? What are you thinking? Do you think it came out at all? Let's see. We're about to see. Ooh, it's hot, y'all. Be very careful with this. I need my heat gloves. Okay, I forgot to say safety first. Get y'all some heat protecting gloves. But look, y'all. Bam. Okay? Bam. I'm going to pick it up with this without trying to scratch it. But look at that. This is regular copy paper, sublimation ink, Epson 7720 printer, Cosmos ink, okay? Epson regular copy paper. It worked, okay? So I'm going to let it cool. Try to cool it even quicker. Remember I told you with your cases, there's always a sticker that leads to a super, Lord, it's a piece of hair already up there. A super adhesive back that you kind of, ooh, I let that cool, y'all. I'm sorry. That you got to kind of line I'm going to use my pillowcase, my raggedy pillowcase, line it up, which is very easy to line them up because they give you a great guide. And voila, you guys, it worked. It worked. So if you're a little short on cash and you can't get your sub paper, copy paper works. Wow. My first time trying, and it's a hack. So we run out of excuse me, I'm tongue-tied because I'm so excited. If we run out of sublimation paper, we can use regular copy paper, crafters, okay? My fellow crafters, thought this was a press, y'all. Yes, I jumped back. I don't want to burn myself, okay? But we can use regular freaking copy paper. Save us a coin, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm going to link the phone cases below, the ink that I use below, the printer that I use, and what else do you guys need? Oh, if you want me to link the parchment paper as well. Okay, and don't forget to leave a comment if you guys want me to do a design video on how I design for my cases, all right? As always, thank you.